Gardens play an important role in the Bible. They're places of peace and hope. They're places where we meet God. Last week we focused on the Garden of Eden, and we found that we don't just face temptation when we're struggling, but also when things are good, when we're living in paradise. Today I'd like to visit the Garden of Gethsemane. It means the place of the olive press. It's where Jesus went to pray the day before he was crucified. Jesus knew that he was in the last days of his earthly life, and he wants to be ready by spending some time in prayer. The Gospel of Luke says that he was so troubled that he was sweating blood. I like the way a version of the Bible called The Message puts it. He was plunged into an agonizing sorrow, and he said, "This sorrow is crushing my life out." He prayed, "If it's possible, there has to be another way." Have you had Gethsemane moments? Has there ever been something that you wanted so badly that you could taste it, but it didn't happen? Have you ever been so afraid of something that you'd do anything to avoid it, but you knew that you were going to have to face it anyway? Have you ever prayed and felt like your prayers weren't being heard? What can we learn from Jesus and his time in the Garden of Gethsemane? Never give up. Never give up praying. One could argue that his prayer was answered. His suffering was taken from him, just not in the timing that he'd hoped for. It would have to wait till the other side of the grave. Never give up asking. There's nothing that we can't ask from God. I think God likes hearing from us. Never give up seeking. If Jesus had given up seeking, he might not have ever gotten to the point of being able to pray, "Not my will, but your will be done." Adam and Eve disobeyed the very first rule, but God never gave up. Abraham questioned, and Sarah laughed, but God never gave up. Moses hid and shook with fear when he was asked to be a leader, but God never gave up. Saul, the first king of Israel, went insane, but God never gave up. David, when he was caught in his sin and plotted to cover it up, God never gave up. Ahaz, a later king of Israel, sold out to the enemy Assyria, but God never gave up. Israel fell to pieces, but God never gave up. The Jewish people became exiles, but God never gave up. John the Baptist was beheaded, but God never gave up. Peter denied that he even knew Jesus, but God never gave up. The disciples all ran away, but God never gave up. Thomas Edison, he never gave up in his quest to invent the light bulb. Albert Einstein, he didn't quit in his search for insight. Abraham Lincoln, he didn't quit in his struggle for justice. Isidore McPringle, he quit. Never give up. This is our Thursday, November 14th edition of a video series we call Stronger Faith. Stay safe and be well. God bless you.